Before you invest in anything, you need to understand what exactly you're investing in. So let's take an eagle's eye view of what exactly cryptocurrency is. So at its most basic level, cryptocurrency is simply another form of currency that's meant to compete with the US dollar, the euro, the British pound. But the big difference with a cryptocurrency as compared to one of these other fiat currencies is that a cryptocurrency is decentralized by design. Now, all these other currencies are managed by central banks, or like the US, we have the Federal Reserve that controls how much money is printed, which controls the supply and in partly controls the value of whatever that currency is. Now, cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, for example, has a finite amount of currency. And once that amount has been mined, no more will be created. There is no way for some centralized power or one single person to control the value of that currency. The beauty of the decentralized approach is that the value isn't created by one single person or a small group of people, but rather is controlled by everybody that has a stake in that specific cryptocurrency that you're talking about. The initial technology that led to the creation of Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies is called blockchain. In essence, blockchain is a very complicated series of algorithms that tracks every single transaction that occurs for that specific cryptocurrency. With Bitcoin, for example, you can take one specific Bitcoin and you can track every single owner all the way back to the initial time when that specific Bitcoin was mined. Now, this very complicated series of algorithms, what it does is it allows everybody to track the exact history of every single Bitcoin, and it prevents somebody from spending that same Bitcoin twice or fraudulently creating extra Bitcoin that is in excess of what the finite capped amount and supply is. Now, creating and validating all of those complex algorithms that allows the blockchain technology to exist requires an immense amount of computational power. It requires so much that there is not a specific person with a specific supercomputer that could be able to run, replicate, and do all those algorithms so that way they could actually change the chain that is part of that blockchain technology. Now, how this works is that a variety of people, a bunch, thousands, tens of thousands, millions of people are able to use their computers, and they loan those computers towards the mining of Bitcoins. Now, what this does is it helps create and it validates all of those algorithms for all the transactions that occur with that specific cryptocurrency. Now, in reward for those people using their resources, electricity, and their computational power, they are awarded a specific small amount of whatever that cryptocurrency that they are mining is. The general goal of cryptocurrency is to eventually allow itself to be a viable replacement for the US dollar or any other sort of centralized currency. And I would imagine many people are hoping that it will eventually not just be a viable alternative, but actually be a replacement, moving from the centralized form of currency to a decentralized form of currency. And I think the potential for that actually happening as a viable alternative and maybe even potentially being a replacement is something that can happen, especially as centralized banks continue to print more money and inflate their own currency, and people are seeing that the value of their currency is just dwindling away. The appeal of a decentralized currency is become more and more appealing over time. However, I will say that the switch from going from the US dollar or any sort of other centralized currency towards cryptocurrencies as the primary way of performing transactions is still a ways off.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, make sure to check out the video that's on the left-hand side of your screen.
Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like more great content, and to support our channel.